send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take. Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Food Den. If you are new here, please consider subscribing my channel. In this Today in this video, I am going to share you Shahi Paneer Curry recipe. The ingredients are listed here. Please do check once. Without any further ado, let's quickly jump into the recipe. For this recipe, I have taken heavy bottomed vessel. Into that, I have added 2 tablespoons oil. I am now added half-inch cinnamon stick and 2 cardamoms. Into that, now I have added 2 medium-sized roughly chopped onion and small piece garlic, small piece ginger and 3 garlic cloves. Now I am going to fry this mixture for 2 minutes. Once it is mixed well, now I am going to add 2 large tomatoes which are roughly chopped. Fry the ingredients well for 2 more minutes. Once it is done, now I am going to add 5 to 6 dried red chilies which gives natural red color to our gravy without adding any artificial colors. Once it is done, now I am going to add 20 to 25 soaked almonds. Actually, in this curry, we have to add cashew, but I don't have in my hand, so that I have added almonds, which I always used to do, which really taste yum. Please do try this and let me know in the comment section. Now I have added enough water, small cup water and enough salt into that. And now I am going to close the lid and cook this for 2 whistles. Once it is cooked for 2 whistles, now I am going to open the lid and see how well it is cooked. See here, you can clearly see it's well cooked. Now you have to grind this mixture into smooth paste in the mixer grinder. Once it is cool, then only you have to grind this mixture into smooth paste, or else there are chances of spilling. So be careful at this point. Now I have taken another pan into which I have added 2 tablespoons oil. Now I am going to fry small pieces, capsicum pieces, which I am going to use at the end of the recipe. But to save time, now I am frying them in the same vessel. Fry them till it cook 50%. Once it is 50% cooked, now I am going to transfer into a bowl, which I am going to use at the end of the recipe. Which adds nice flavor to our gravy. So don't miss it. Into the same pan, I have added 2 tablespoon oil. At this point, if you add butter, it increases more flavor to our gravy. So please go ahead and add butter here. Now I have added chilies here. Half tablespoon shahi jeera. Now I am going to add 1 tablespoon red chili powder. I already have added red chilies over there, so I have decreased the quantity here. We can check at the end of the recipe and we can add if we want later. Now I have added this onion tomato paste which I have grinded in the grinder. Now I have added 1 cup water to adjust the consistency of the gravy. You can add according to your taste. Just check the consistency and add slowly. Don't add at a time. Now I have added half spoon turmeric. Now I am going to boil this gravy for 5 to 10 minutes till oil floats above the gravy. Once the oil floats above the gravy, then it represents the gravy is well cooked. Actually, it doesn't take much time for this because we have taken the every ingredients already cooked, so that it takes very less time to do so. Yeah, let's wait for 2 more minutes. Here in this clip, you can clearly see how the gravy is well cooked. Now I am going to add paneer pieces which I have prepared at home. To know the recipe of paneer preparation at home, stay tuned till the end of the video. At the end of this video, I have shared how to prepare paneer at home. Here I am going to try to show you how intact the paneer is after adding into the curry also, just like store bought one. Now I am going to add capsicum pieces. Mix the ingredients well. Now I am going to cook this mixture for 2 more minutes. Here you can clearly see this paneer is which I have prepared at home. It is very intact and solid. It does not melt in the paneer in the gravy. So we can try this at home. Once check the salt and adjust according to your taste. I have checked already. Now add 2 tablespoon cream. Once it is done, add kasuri methi. I don't have kasuri methi in my hand, so that I didn't add. Now I am going to garnish this curry with coriander. Once check the salt and adjust according to your taste. I have checked already. Now add 2 tablespoon cream. Once it is done, add kasuri methi. I don't have kasuri methi in my hand, so that I didn't add. Now I am going to garnish this curry with coriander and serve. Let's quickly prepare paneer at home. For this recipe, I have taken 1.5 liter milk and kept for boiling. Once it is boiled, now add 1 to 1.5 tablespoon vinegar or lemon to curdle the milk. First add 1 tablespoon vinegar and wait for a while and check whether it curdles it or not. If it doesn't, then go ahead and add another half tablespoon vinegar. In this before clip, you can clearly see the milk is curdled into paneer and whey. Now I am going to separate this paneer from the whey. Now I have taken a bowl. Onto that I have kept a strainer, and on the strainer I have placed a towel. Now I am going to strain this paneer from the whey. Just I have filtered this paneer from the whey. Now I am going to tightly tie this cloth so the paneer will get intact and tight according to our requirement. If we tie a knot, it might interfere with the shape of the paneer, so that I don't want that. So now I am going to fold the towel in this shape to get tight and intact paneer. We have to fold this towel tightly so that the paneer will hold its shape. It will be tight and intact. We have to take a bowl. On the bowl we have to place this paneer cube. On the paneer cube we have to place some weight so that the excess water from the paneer cube will flow down and we will get tight and intact paneer. We have to place this weight for 2 hours, minimum 2 hours, to get rid of all excess water. Below bowl we have to select in a way that that excess water should not be holding in that bowl. It should drain, it should flow out from the bowl. It should not hold the water. Now after 2 hours, now I am going to take paneer out of it. Now I am going to unwrap the towel and see how tight the paneer is, whether it holds the shape or not. You can clearly see it's not that bad. Now you can see how solid it is. I am going to cut the edges to get proper cubes out of it. I have already used this paneer in my curry. Just you have seen that video, right? In that video, I have clearly shown you after boiling in the gravy also how tight and intact the paneer is. While eating also we have experienced it. It's very super hit paneer preparation, I can tell you that. Now I am going to share you how to store this paneer also. Now I have cut this paneer into cubes. Now I will share you how to store this paneer. Actually, if we store paneer directly like this in the fridge, we will get a slimy layer on the top and it might smell bad after 2 to 3 days. I have thrown my paneer lot of times. After that, I have learned this process. We have to store it in a airtight box with a water in it. Now I am going to show. Take a box with 3/4 filled water. Now I am going to add these paneer cubes into the water. Make sure the paneer is submerged in the water. It should not be above the water. The water should cover the paneer. Now close the lid and store it for 10 to 15 days in the fridge. I am sure guys it will last for 10 to 15 days freshly. Try this and let me know in the comments.